What's up?
Hello and
MLC.
welcome to our daily show. Today, we're talking about opportunities in a down market. How can you put yourself in a position to take advantage of opportunities when there's a down market? There's a lot of markets that are down right now. We're going to get into it. Real estate, crypto, stock market. Okay, real estate market's not like a down market, but prices have been going down and sales have been slowing down. So we're going to show you how to look at where there could be opportunities brewing and how to put yourself in a position to take advantage of these opportunities. As you
What's
come
up?
in,
What's up, King Damon, watching us from Sydney, Australia?
awesome. Hello and welcome. As you guys come in, let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you like our content, the information that we share with you, please like, comment, and share. Tag people if you know anyone that could benefit from this. All right, so
Why
you
is that
ready
one twisted? It's like a little off.
what, yours?
Yeah.
Because you're a little off, honey. You know, a little twisted.
I'm
Fitting.
twisted. So
Little
yeah,
twisted, little
let's
off.
get into the opportunities. Look, the thing is, here's the thing I'll say is a lot of times people are not prepared for when for in down economies when to take advantage of opportunities. And the reason they're not prepared is a lot of people get scared. And then people get scared because a lot of people follow the crowd. A lot of ways people invest is to follow what they hear and see everybody else doing. And if you do, I noticed that when I first came to America, I was like, hey, I wanted to learn about money, finances. I couldn't find anybody who would teach me. I couldn't get the education in school. I went to school for business. My business professor never owned a business before. So clearly I wasn't going to get the successful information there. And so nobody could teach me. I couldn't find anybody, but because I was asking the wrong people, they didn't know about money either. So as a result, they were doing what everybody else was doing. So they were doing what
You
everybody else
follow
was
the
doing.
masses, you
Uh,
become one of the asses.
so,
No, okay, so there's two things that we're going to talk to you about in putting yourself in a position to take advantage of these opportunities. And like if you remember 2008, real estate crashed and a lot of people lost their homes, but also a lot of people took advantage of the opportunity of getting real estate at a very low price.
mhm.
So the first thing when it comes to putting yourself in a position to take advantage of opportunities is to increase your knowledge. Well, you got to strengthen your foundation, and to strengthen your foundation, you got to increase your knowledge. So you got to look around and be able to recognize when there's an opportunity, right? So like right now, if you're paying attention to real estate,
Can you give me that phone, Johnny?
the market was insane the last couple of years, right? Prices rising, not enough real estate, bidding wars. This is what was going on in prior to 2008. Okay, this was leading up in like 2003 is really when that craziness started, and it was building up, building up, building up. So now you may be seeing prices are starting to come down in real estate and sales are going a little bit slower. Like there's a lot of properties that I've noticed in our areas that the prices were going up, 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 bidding wars, and now those houses are sitting and the prices are starting to drop.
Mhm.
So as interest rates are rising, inflation is happening. This is causing the real estate to slow down. And so you've got to pay attention to, hey, is it going to continue slowing down? Are there going to be some real opportunities to purchase at a lower price? And how can you put yourself in a position to take advantage? Same thing with crypto market, stock market. A lot of these markets are down and people are in fear because prices have dropped. And so you got to look at what are you interested in learning about, and how can you get the right information that you need to recognize the opportunities. And then you got to strengthen your foundation to be sure that you're in a position to take advantage of these opportunities. So you may have heard us talk about building an unbreakable financial house. You got to know what makes up your financial house and where you are in each one of these areas and what you need to do to strengthen them.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes up your financial house? Really quickly, I'll tell you 6 areas. I'm not going to go into all of them. We have resources that you can learn that, but there's cash flow, debt management, reserves, proper protection, build wealth, and build legacy. So we have resources where you can learn more about what each one of those are, where you are in each one, and how to strengthen them. But you've got to be in a strong position. You know, a lot of people, when there are down markets, they find themselves in the down market and maybe losing out. So you got to be able to look around, where are there opportunities and what can I do to put myself in the right position?
Yeah, and look, you can't make financial decisions from a place of fear. Anytime you make any life decision or investment decision from a place of fear, it never really works out. You should try to do your best to make it from a place of logic, and then validate your decision that you make. So it's important to then take the time to continue to learn, to understand, to increase your knowledge, because then you become far more ahead of everybody else, because you now have a foundational knowledge base to pull from. And then you're not as scared. Whenever there's fear, there's an absence of knowledge. You're scared because you're missing information, so you become scared. When you think about when you first were driving a car, you didn't really know how to drive the car. You got behind the steering wheel. There was some little apprehension and nervousness.
Or when your teenager starts driving a car.
Oh my God! Why is it that even though the teenager is going the speed limit, it always looks like they're driving faster?
Oh my God!
Look at him like he's driving the speed limit, but damn, why does this feel like it's going so fast? So if you have teenagers, you know what I'm talking about. Every parent goes through this when they got teenagers. If you don't have teenagers yet, you'll arrive there when the time comes. So it's what we're talking about today. How to take advantage of opportunities in a down market. And the first thing Chelsea mentioned was strengthen your foundation. So what's the next piece?
Yeah. So the next one is you got to build your capital. You've got to have capital to be able to take advantage of the opportunities. And so when there are opportunities that present themselves, there's all kinds of opportunities all the time. But what's the problem of you not being able to take advantage? Either you didn't know about the opportunity, or you're not in the position to take advantage of the opportunity. Mm-hmm. So in the first part, we're talking about strengthening your financial house, increasing your knowledge about what opportunities might be out there. And then you got to focus on building your capital. So like real estate is an asset that a lot of people are very interested in. And it's a goal of a lot of people to be able to invest in real estate. So like one of the things that we help our clients to do is use life insurance to build up their capital. It helps build their foundation, because if something happens, they've got their finances insured. And then they can also build their cash tax-free to where they can actually leverage, because you got to build it up. If you're starting from scratch, how are you going to invest in real estate? I mean, unless you're going in with a partner or a wholesale, then you got to know about that, right? So a lot of people, they want to build up their capital to then go take that and invest in real estate. So you got to look at, how can I protect and grow my capital? You want to put it somewhere that it's going to be safe, and somewhere that you can leverage it, if that's what you're looking to do as far as real estate, or building up your capital to invest in something else.
So, and people always ask us, hey, what's the best investment? What should I be investing in? There are different investments people can get into based on their net worth and based on if they're an accredited investor or not. So an accredited investor generally is somebody who has your income has to be above a certain amount, or your net worth has to be above a certain amount. And then certain private deals are open to you that are not open to the masses. So as a result of that, there are a lot of great investments that are private investments. So think about this. If you're trying to raise a lot of money, let's say you want to buy an apartment building that's a $50 million apartment building, right? And you're trying to raise maybe 10 million. Are you trying to go find a bunch of people to give you $1,000? Or are you trying to go find 10 people who all have $1 million each? Which one will be easier? Which one will be less headache? Which one will move faster? So as a result, when somebody's doing a deal like that, they may not go to the masses. They will go to a list of accredited investors. A lot of times people will reach out to us and say, hey, do you have anybody in your network who's looking for a deal like this, who's looking for stuff like that? So then we get access to a lot of different deals. And so if the person's not financially qualified, you can't even show some of those deals to them. So that's where it comes in. You increasing your capital and building your own net worth and your asset base allows you to take advantage of situations. We're talking to somebody who was a former pro basketball player. So he reached out to us and he said, hey, I saw your videos. You guys were talking about this strategies in life insurance. He said, I never understood it, but he had a neighbor. He said, my neighbor was telling me about this around 2008. So in 2007, there was a massive amount of equity in his neighbor's house. And so his focus was, I'm trying to pay down my house. His neighbor refinanced his house, pulled out the equity, and put it into a life insurance policy. Now, I'm not recommending you do that. That's just what his neighbor did. And so they went to a dinner party. They were at a party at the guy's house. And the guy started telling him, but he's like, I couldn't understand it. And this was like a dinner party. So the guy kind of told him in passing, and he never found out. He's like, but I couldn't understand why he would do it because it didn't make sense to this former athlete, right? It didn't make sense to this former pro basketball player. And then years later, after like 2009, around 2009 or so, when the real estate market crashed, the guy bought another property in the same neighborhood. And then the guy told him about it. Yeah, I bought this other property. So he was like, he started to try to put the pieces together, but nobody could explain it to him properly. Then he met me. And then he's like, I think this is what my neighbor was doing.
I get it now.
So I
light bulb goes off. That happens when a lot of people talk to Martin.
So yeah, basically what the neighbor did is the neighbor was positioning himself because he saw there was a massive high in assets. In 2007, you had real estate market you had this big run up in early 2000s in the real estate market. Did really, really well. Chelsea was doing a lot of real estate on the West Coast around that time. All of that. So real estate market did really, really well. And then the guy realized his assets had gone up. He pulled out some of that equity and stored it inside of a vehicle that he could leverage to protect it. And then when the opportunity came, the guy leveraged his policy to buy more real estate. And so the pro player, the pro ball player now, he was asking me, he's like, hey, my house is paid off, but I have no cash flow from it. But my neighbor, he was telling me how much he's making in cash flow off of the real estate that he's buying, and he's looking to buy more multifamily real estate, apartment buildings, things like that. So then he started to understand, oh, this guy was positioned for the opportunity. It's the same thing you have to be thinking about. You have to be thinking about how do you accumulate and store money right now. A lot of people say, don't save money, invest money. Look, you have to save money before you invest money. That's the step a person goes through. To save money first, to accumulate it, to build it up, and then they invest money. How do you think a person got the lump sum? It's from saving it. Now, it doesn't mean you keep all your money forever in a savings account. It means you store it somewhere and then leverage it for income producing assets. So we keep money in different banks. We have a bunch of different bank accounts. And then we also store money inside of life insurance policies. Why do we go through the trouble of doing that? Because we can get a higher interest rate there than we would get at the bank. So we store money. So if you don't like the word save, just say store money. I'm storing this money here so that I can use it for something else, leverage it for something else. Man, are my biceps looking bigger?
Yeah.
My biceps getting bigger. Damn, I'm feeling myself. Somebody said, what are some positive things you say to yourself every day? And I said, damn, I look good. That's what I say to myself every day. And she said, you know what? This was on Facebook. She said, I can hear you saying that. I'm like, you should validate yourself. Make yourself feel good, right, sweetheart?
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Yeah, and as far as knowing when you're ready for an opportunity, it really depends. Like we mentioned before about building your foundation. There are different things to have in place to know that you're ready. Like if you have the discipline of putting money aside, depending on how much money you are putting aside. Like if this strategy, if you're interested in investing in real estate and looking at where can I store my capital and build it up to be able to be ready to invest in real estate. So one of the things that we recommend in using a strategy like this is that you be in a position to put at least $6,000 per year or $500 per month. That's kind of like the minimum to know if you're ready for this type of strategy. And if that's something that that you are in a position to do, and you want to see, hey, how could I start leveraging my money? How could I start building my capital to be able to invest in real estate when these opportunities present themselves? You can go to 6buildingblocks.com/bank. Wait, what does that say?
Esai was saying he's proud of our commitment.
Oh, thank you.
To our fitness, that's his passion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I woke up at 5:40 this morning and went to the gym.
Not.
She did not. She goes in the evenings. I go early in the morning.
But yeah, if you would like to see what your numbers could look like in a strategy like this, you can go to 6buildingblocks.com/bank, and we'll actually put together an example. And if you're not in a position yet to take advantage of a strategy like that, you can reach out to us, because we have other resources that will help you to put the foundation pieces in place to know when you're ready to take that next step, to take advantage of opportunities.
What's up, DJ Greg Ellis?
Hey,
man,
Greg.
doing his thing. So what's up, Chess Mandingo? What is up? So hey, he's reminding us to tell you about our YouTube channel. So make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're growing a YouTube channel. We'll be doing a lot of different things on there. Sometimes we do a screen share where we share stuff and show these different things, and you can be watching YouTube and scrolling on Instagram or whatever, or OnlyFans or whatever else you guys like to do. Man, so look, this is a strategy we've used for a long time. These things aren't new. Financial tools exist to help you play the game. The ultimate thing people are trying to do is create freedom, right? You want freedom to be able to do the things you want to do with the people you want to do them when you want to do them. That's the ultimate thing. But it doesn't mean that everybody all has ultimate freedom. If everybody was free and it ran around naked, and that would just be crazy. So there's got to be some little rules in society. Run around naked. I don't know if I'm a nudist, but there you go.
Oh, Lord.
So
also, we want to know, share with us if there's any opportunities that you have been able to take advantage of, recognize and take advantage of, or maybe some opportunities that you wish you would have been able to take advantage of. We want to know. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us. If you like this information, please like, comment, and share. Tag anyone that you think would benefit from this information. And if you'd like to see your numbers in a strategy to invest in real estate using life insurance, you can go to 6buildingblocks.com/bank.
And if you have deals, if you're raising capital for real estate, let us know. We welcome deal flow, because a lot of our clients, that's one of the biggest things, is looking for deals. Looking for deals in the apartment space, various multifamily. We'll look at other things, medical facilities, things like that. We are looking for self-storage. We got some friends who do big things in the self-storage space. We're looking for assisted living properties for ourselves to acquire. So we're looking at under 30 beds. Preferably around like 16 beds or so. So if you're a real estate agent, make sure to follow us, subscribe and follow us. And then if you have deals coming, let us know. And if some of you guys are raising capital, let us know what your deals are. Send them to us. DM us first. I don't want to give our email publicly here, but DM us first, and then we'll get you the contact information where you can send some of that stuff to. And if you're looking for deals, if you're like, hey, I'm a real estate investor, I'm looking for deals, I've got some capital, I'm looking for these guys, this is my parameters, we can help you identify deals that will fit your perimeter with the cash flow and targets that you're looking for. So thank you for watching. We'll see you guys